Okay, here we are back inside MatrixGold. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. I hope you find the video useful and helpful in your designing process. If you're a return viewer, thank you so much for watching other videos or content. I really appreciate it. If you'd hit that subscribe button, I'd really appreciate that. And if you're a subscriber, thank you so much for all your support. I am humbled with everything, and the comments have been absolutely wonderful. So thank you for your support. Today I'm just going to design a little something, and then I'm going to go back in another video and design it differently, so that you can kind of see the differences. So let's get going. So we'll go to Tools, Ring Rail, Enter, and then we'll grab that ring rail, and we'll just go to Gems and Gem on Curve or Gem on Rail, and we'll just take that, except we'll change it to a pear shape, and we'll hit Enter. Alright, and then we'll take that gem and we'll put a gem offset curve on it, and we'll bump it out just a little bit and hit Enter. And then we'll take that curve and we'll right click on our split curve so we get point, and we'll kind of let's see, split it around here and around here. It doesn't really matter too much, and we'll do one here and one here. Alright, and then we'll just hide that gem for a second and just grab those curves and erase them, delete them. And now, excuse me, and now we'll grab a curves menu, and we'll go to line curve, and we'll switch to yellow, and with our quad snaps on, and we'll snap to that point there, drag one down, and we'll snap one here. Excuse me. And what we'll do now is we'll do a blend from this point here to this point here, and we'll flip those so they're going in the right direction. And we want to drag this one out, give it some curvature, something like that, where it's going curved in there. And we'll take that and we'll just go ahead and right click, bring that back, and do it to the other side. Flip those again, and we'll drag this one out, giving it some curvature, something like that there. And we'll drag this one up just a little, give it something like that look, and we'll bring back our stone at this point. Alright, so we have this here, and right now we need to go ahead and join those curves together. So we'll go ahead and hit join, and I'm going to type in curvature graph and hit enter. And what this does is it tells you the continuity of the curve, how smooth it is, right? And as you can tell, it's not real smooth at this point. So I'm going to rebuild this curve, whether it's tangency or whatever. Let's see, let's go to our top view, because that's probably the most important. And it's a little bit further away than I want. What if I bump it up to a degree 5? We'll go ahead and let's see, what are we at? 0.118,000. Okay, so we'll take that. So as you can see, we have more continuity now, right? I'm just going to go ahead and select that curve, make sure it's highlighted, and I'm going to drag this point here over a little bit, something like that there. And the reason why the hairs here are sticking out is it's a sharper curve, right? So I'll just go ahead and get rid of my points at this point, and we'll hide this. We don't need this on here anymore. Okay, so we'll take this and we will go to our tools and put a profile on there, and we'll go here and just kind of spin it around, kind of line it up there, and we'll change that. This side we want different from the other side, so we'll take this and we'll hit select. Alright, and then we'll take it and we will make it about a 3 and bump it out to 2.5. Alright, and we'll go ahead and add another one at the top there, and we will swing that around so that's kind of facing up, right? And we don't need it so thick up here, so we're going to take it down to about a 1.5 maybe. And first we'll drag it down and then open it up to about a 3. And we want it pretty close to the same height as our gem. So we'll drag that down just a little bit, somewhere around there. Should be okay, and we'll hit enter. Now we'll just do a surface 1 sweep from here to here to here and hit enter. And we'll give it a little look-see, see what we got going on here. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Do we have any manifold edges? It looks like we might. So let's go to our top view and take a look. Okay, so we got some crossovers there, right? So let's take that curve. Let's go ahead and hit enter first. Take that curve, turn on our points, and let's just drag this point out a little there. We're getting rid of them, right? So we'll drag it a little more, and we should be good on there. Should be okay. And let's take this point here because it kind of looks like it bows in a little bit, and we'll drag it out. So there, we got rid of them totally now. Yeah, actually we could probably take this one. You could sit here and play around with it until you get exactly what you want, but we'll just go ahead and take this for now. And you could also, if you wanted to, manipulate your curve over on this side too by dragging it around. So maybe you didn't want it, you want the drop to be a little bit quicker, so you could, you know, just start moving points around over here on this side or that area, or if you wanted it more over or whatever, so you can kind of do a lot of manipulation there. But I won't mess around with that too much. I'll let you take care of that. And we'll hit enter, and I'll double click escape to get rid of those points. Alright, so we have this, and it's a closed poly surface, so we're good to go. Alright, yeah, alright, so now we need to work on this other side here. So we have 2 curves here, right? So we want to go ahead and join those together, and let's check our curvature continuity, and of course right there's that blip. So let's rebuild. And let's see if we can make it a little smoother here. Let's see, what is it, 5, 12 points? Let's see what's our different one. Let's take it down to 14. Doesn't really change. Oh, up, sorry. Let's take it down to 10.8. Yeah, that should be okay. So let's go ahead and hit OK. And as you can tell, that one's a beautiful curve there. And we'll just delete it from there. Now let's grab that curve, and we'll go to our tools, profile placer, go to our top view, and swing that around into place. And we want to change this one to something crazy. Seems to be what I'm into lately. We'll take this here, and we'll just go ahead and select, and we'll manipulate this one to a 2.5. And we will take it down to a 3 as well. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and place one up here, and we'll go to our perspective for this one, and we'll swing that one around to so it's on our side. It's 90 degrees opposite, right? And the first thing we'll do is we'll drag that into our stone. Let's go to our top view so we can kind of see what's going on, how much we want to drag it in. Something like that should be fine. And then we don't need it that thick, so it's a 3. Let's take it down to about a 2 maybe. Let's see what that looks like. We'll go ahead and hit enter, and we'll do another surface sweep. We'll go over to our parametry or our recent commands. Just click there, select that rail, that profile, and hit enter. Okay, so we have this. Alright, and let's take that out just a little. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we got something like this going on. A little crazy design, right? And we will go ahead and hit enter. Alright, so there we go. We got this thing going on. Alright, so from here, it's we just want to put that under bezel, settings, under bezel. And we don't want it sticking below our 2 rails there, which it's really not too bad. This side needs to be maybe dropped down a little. So we don't need it that thick though, so let's just go ahead and make it a little bit thinner. And then let's go ahead and hit enter and then select that profile, power of MatrixGold. We can manipulate things like crazy, right? And we'll bring that down so it's kind of covering that rail. And the height still looks pretty decent there, so I don't think we need to worry about that. And we'll hit enter. Alright, so now we'll go to our top view. We'll hide our stone for a second here. And we have our curve still out there. So I'm going to turn on planar curve and go to my curves menu and click on my line curve. So planar right here with snaps, and then click right in that midpoint and then turn snaps off and then kind of just give it a little angle, something, and hit there. Okay, and then from there what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend from that curve, that yellow curve that we just did the rail with, to the curve up here on the top, right? And it looks like it's flipped, so let's go over here, same thing, flip those. And then we want to drag this one so it's got a little curve coming out like that, and we want to take a look here. That should be okay actually. So let's hit enter, and then we want to turn on those points and then kind of drag it to where it matches up with our ring rail as close as possible. Just kind of got to play around with it. I won't play around with it too much, don't want to take up too much of your time. We'll just go ahead and hit enter. I'll take that one, turn it to gray, turn it off, and then double click my points, get them off. So what we'll do now is that blend one more time from, sorry, let's take that, I thought I turned it to gray. Alright, so now we'll do that blend one more time from this side here over to this side here, that yellow curve. And it placed it in the wrong direction on this side, so we'll just drag that up. That one's going in the wrong right direction. This one's going in the wrong, so that is our second one. So we'll go over here, second, flip, and we'll drag this one up a little. Well, actually, we'll keep that there for right now. This is the one we want. We want to drag that one out, something like that. So we got a nice little flow going on there. And actually we'll just go ahead and hit enter, and then we'll do the same thing, manipulate those points a little bit, bring that to our rail. We'll click that point there, and we'll kind of bring it around to where it's on our rail, and it's pretty close right there. Yeah. Okay, and then we'll hit enter. Okay, so I'll escape twice, get rid of those curves. We'll take this curve and this curve and type in rebuild. And 9 points, degree 5. That looks good. We'll go ahead, let's go ahead, okay. Let's put it in our curvature graph. We got a little something going on there. Let's go ahead and rebuild that again. Did I join them? I don't know that I did. Did I join them? No, I did not. That's why. Okay, so we'll take those two and we will join them together, and now we will rebuild them. And we'll just go ahead and take that. There we go. Now we got a great curve there. Okay, so let's go ahead and remove that. And now from here what we're going to do is go to our profiles again, recent commands, profile, and we'll turn it on wireframe. And we want to take this one and spin it around, and then we want to change this one to something a little bit more normal. And hit OK. And we want to take this curve and put it on the inside of our other curve. So we want to take it down, and down to about a 2, 3 maybe, 2, 2. We want it on the inside. So that should be okay. What is it? So I can remember. Where's it at? There it is. 2 millimeter. Okay. And then we want to go ahead over to our other side, and we want to put one in there. And of course we want to swing that one around. And that 2 millimeter should be fine. Let's take that. There we go. And hit enter. Okay, so this one's just a little bit off. So what we're going to do is just power of dynamic command, right? So we can go back in here and do a little. I just want to straighten it out a little bit better. There we go. And it looks like it's. I'm going to be a perfectionist here. I won't. There we go. Okay, we'll just take that. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we got so far. Got this going on. All right, and this one, what we'll do is we'll do a surface sweep. So surface 1, sweep 1. We will take this curve, the one on the inside there, the one on the inside here, and hit enter. And there you go. That's what you get. So we'll delete that. We'll do it one more time. Surface 1, this rail here, this profile, and this profile, and hit enter. There we go. Okay, let's take a look at it. There, not bad. Let's put our stone out there. Make sure we got lots of room. Sorry. All right, I didn't hit enter on that before I put my stone out there. So let's do that sweep one more time again. I'll grab that rail here, this rail, hit enter. There we go. And I'll hit enter this time. And so we have that. All right. And it goes in kind of little not real fluid right there, right? So let's go back and let's turn it on here, and we'll grab this one here, and we'll turn that back on, and we'll go over here, dynamic, click on this, and we'll kind of drag it in a little bit so it's not, there we go, something like that, much better. All right, and let's check this other side out. This other side doesn't really matter too much. All right, but I will do this. No, I'll just keep it there. All right, so we'll go ahead and take this. All right, now, so right now we have 3 closed poly, closed poly surface, closed poly surface, closed poly surface. Okay, so we'll go ahead and go to our curves, extract an ISO curve from our mid right there, and I can see the curve, so I know it's not in the 50. There we go, and hit enter, and then I'll grab that curve, go to my gems on curve, and we'll go to all perspectives, and I'll turn it on wireframe so I can kind of see through everything, and I'll drag this over to this side, and we'll drag our position up because we know we don't need it there, and we'll take it somewhere around there. Take this one, go to shaded so we can kind of see what's going on, and we'll drag that up just a little, and let's look at this side here, and we'll drag that one up just a little too, and we'll change the size somewhere around 1 millimeter should be fine. Alright. Yeah. Alright, and then of course we want to the table, and then we have a lot of gold there, or we're going to have a lot of metal, so we're going to drop that down in there, offer it a little bit more protection, so they're down inside, not too far, but a little bit, somewhere around here should be fine, and we'll hit enter. Now we'll select those gemstones, we'll go to our cutters, we'll grab a channel cutter, and right away we'll change it from round to flat, and of course we want to drag that up, and I want to change it to my favorite, this one here and hit select. And let's take a look here. Let's go to my perspective. Turn it on wireframe here for a second. Kind of get the height where we want it. Somewhere around here. Drag that out a little. And let's go to our edge here. We need to open that up a little. Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay. And what do we got over? Okay, yeah. Should be okay. Back to wireframe. Check it one more time. Looks good. Alright, so we'll hit enter. So now from here we'll just do a boolean. So we'll go to solids, boolean difference, this surface here, enter, this surface here, enter, and we have this. Looks to be okay. We'll hit enter. And from here we'll just grab those stones, go to our settings, and put our beadwork on there. And it looks like we got good spacing and nice size prongs. 0.5 millimeter is good. So actually it looks pretty good. So the only thing we need to do is make sure we drag those up, right? You definitely need more prong than that. And they're down, the stones are down in there. It offers a lot of protection. So last thing we'll do here on this one is go to our end, and we'll kind of drag those out a little bit, give them a little nudge. I had it, I lost it. Yeah, that should be okay. Actually, could bring them in just a little bit more. Alright, so you could play around with those, but that's it. Hit enter, so we'll take that and we'll go to our gemstones, go to our cutters, gem cutters, and what I don't want to cut any of my stone, my rail. I like to do my own cutting, so we'll go ahead and turn this on here, and then I'll just drag that in a little so it's not cutting my rail. And then from here I'm going to kind of get a good look at my bottom here, and I want to drag it up a little bit. And then last thing I want to do is just check, make sure nothing is too close together, which it looks like it's okay. Hit enter. And next would be the boolean, right? So boolean difference, this surface here, enter, this surface here, enter, and enter. And let's just hide our stones, and there we go. And it's not cut into my rail, so that's what I want. Alright, because we don't want them cut in the rail really. Alright, so there you go. Last thing, let's see, let's just go ahead and take all yellow, turn it to gray. Yeah, and I don't think we need this anymore. So we got all this. So first thing, let's go ahead and boolean union. This here, enter, with this here, enter. Alright, enter. And one more time, bring it, right click, bring it back. This one here, enter. This one here, enter. And there we go. Okay, so we have that. And let's just make sure it's by itself. There it is. Okay. Alright, so from here what I'll do is I'll go to the top view, and I will grab me a planar curve, and I will just make it as wide as my ring there. And I will take this surface here and I will split with this surface here and hit enter. Okay, then we'll get rid of this, we'll get rid of all this here, and we will get rid of all that there. Alright, so we have this. Now what we'll do is we will go to curves real quick, and we will do edge. You could probably just dupe the whole thing and border. Here, 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 here. Make sure we don't forget it, lose anything. And you can also go over to this side, here, 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 and make sure you grab that little piece there and this one here. Okay, now this part you'll need to pay attention closely, I mean to your computer, not to me, but you'll hit enter, right, and they're still highlighted. You'll go ahead and hit join, And now you want to make sure 10 curves jointed, so they're closed curves. We're good to go. Okay, so the next thing I'll do is go ahead and grab to my tools and go to an outside ring rail, and it places it out there, and I'm going to change that to my favorite Euro shank. All right, and then I'm going to drag this bottom down to 2.5. I already know this is a 2.5, so I'll drag it up to 2.5, and then I will hit enter. All right, and next thing is I'll go back into my ring rail and put one more profile on there. And it's at my top, so I want to drag it down to my bottom, holding down shift, and I will change that to just the basic, this side that we have over here, this one here, and hit select, and I will snap it to my outside ring rail, and there we go. And it's a little bit wider, it's a 4, and I'm just going to go ahead and take that actually, and hit enter. Okay, now I just do a 2-row sweep, right? So a 2-row sweep, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and enter, and there we go. That looks a little jacked up right there, so let's first of all, we don't want any of this. I'm going to keep that on for right now, but I'll go ahead and hit enter. Let's check our seam points just to make sure. We'll grab that one, we'll go to curves, edit tools, seam point, and it is a little off, so let's drag it back to our mid there. Do I have mid snaps on? Oh, snaps, mid snaps are on. Okay, we'll click there and hit enter, and there, that straightened it out pretty much. Let's go ahead and check this one just to be safe. Let's check them all. Okay, is that facing the wrong direction? Okay, was that, don't remember what direction that was, so let me check that real quick. Yeah, okay, hit enter. This one was facing the right direction. Yes, enter, and then this one here, just to make sure. Oh wow, yeah, we don't want it out there. Yeah, right there. Okay, and hit enter. So that should have cleaned up most of that. Okay, we got, because of that surface there, but that's okay. It's not nothing big. Yeah, it'll grind out there when we polish it up. And then last thing I'm going to do is go ahead and select that surface one more time, go over here and then turn that off so it bumps it out, right? So I got a nice little Euro shank going on my design, and I'll hit enter, and there you go. Nice little, turn that, take all this, turn it to gray, take this, turn it to gray, and turn off my ring rail, and we have a nice little ring. Alright, now I'm going to do this, like I said, a different way. It'll look a little bit different, but the concept's pretty close, and it offers a little bit more view, I guess, able to manipulate surface modeling. So it'll be a little bit different. I think you'll find it very interesting, but I thought I'd just make it like this to give you the basics, and then we'll kind of bump up from there. But it'll be pretty close to the same. I won't have this kind of design, but you can make that kind of design on the ring through the surface modeling. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that subscribe button, tap like, and please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. So thanks very much for watching, and good designing.